And there we have it, ladies and gents. The Nest Yale Smart Lock on Home Assistant. So this chart right here is a good outline of what we're going to be needing to do to get this to work. And so you don't necessarily need to have Home Assistant running on a Raspberry Pi 5, though for the add-ons, I do believe you need the Home Assistant OS, which requires a Raspberry Pi. But don't quote me on that. Let's actually just Google it. OS require okay, single board computers, but what I'm trying to see is I'm trying to see if the Home Assistant Green allows add-ons. Because we're going to be needing the Homebridge add-on. You can run it on a Windows PC, like I have been here, but you'll run into a few issues, which I hope to mitigate by essentially having an add-on in the same Raspberry Pi that's running Home Assistant. So going back to our Google tab, there's like a graph somewhere that I've seen. Okay, let's see this. No, not this. This might just be a topic for another video. So I'm gonna leave it to that. I'm running with the Raspberry Pi 5, but I do know that it also runs with the Raspberry Pi 4. So let's get into it. As I mentioned, if you don't have that, you can go ahead and have Homebridge running on a Windows PC or maybe a Mac. Don't quote me on that either, but I do have it running right now on a Windows PC, and that's how we got the entryway door locked a few moments ago. But one of the issues with me running it on Windows, with me running Homebridge on Windows, is that it seems to want me to update the token every so often. And then also my PC, it consumes a lot of power, so I don't want it running all the time. And so the Raspberry Pi 5 is a better, more efficient method by which to run both Homebridge and Home Assistant. And so what I want to do in this video is to go ahead and install the add-on and kind of just walk through the process so that as the viewer you understand and follow along with me. And so the Homebridge add-on for Home Assistant is this GitHub repo by Tronikos. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on here. I'm going to make sure to add the links in the description, so be sure to check those out. So I'm going to open this link. Hit enter. All right, perfect. And now what I want to do is I want to search for homebridge. So nothing has popped up. Let's go ahead and refresh or check for updates. Maybe just refresh this as well. And then I'm going to type in homebridge. Perfect. We got homebridge right here. I'll go ahead and click on here and install it. And while that is installing, I just want to open up the GitHub repo of the plugin that we'll be using. It's a great plugin by Chris J. Scholl, homebridge-nest, and yep, still installing. There's a few ways to authenticate yourself, and I kind of want to go over those. The one I've primarily been using is using a Nest account. And what Chris mentions in the documentation is that we want to go to this URL, home.nest.com here, and you'll see that I have the front door in the Nest dashboard. And then he says that after that, you want to go ahead and go to home.nest.com/session. So we'll be doing that, but first I want to go ahead and start homebridge. This is not the homebridge from Windows, which I accidentally clicked on. This is homebridge now running in what I believe is a Docker container on the Raspberry Pi that is also running Home Assistant. So I'm going to hit start. Open Web UI. It did not like that. Okay. Let me refresh this and see. That seems to be working, but this one, okay. Just took a moment. So we're gonna hit get started. This is my first installation of the homebridge add-on on Home Assistant OS. So get started, it wants me to fill out a couple things. So I'll go ahead and do that. And create an account. Open the dashboard. And here's the dashboard. And guys, please let me know if I'm confusing you here, but I just want to kind of explain. I currently have the same thing going on. Same thing, but it's on Windows. It's not on the Raspberry Pi, which I just started doing. So this is the homebridge on Raspberry Pi 5. I hope I'm not confusing you, but I just want to let you know that you can also do it on Windows. It's just not as efficient because of the power usage. So I'm going to actually close out the homebridge that I'm running on Windows in case I am confusing someone. So there we have it. I have removed that. And so here in homebridge, we want to go ahead and first go to plugins. And we want to search for Chris's plugin, which is homebridge-nest. Okay, perfect. So we want to go ahead and install that. Okay, I believe it's restarting, but we were able to successfully install the plugin. And this is where Chris mentioned that we would need to authenticate the plugin. So what I'm going to do is I'm already logged in to home.nest.com. And as Chris mentions, we want to go to home.nest.com/session. And then we want to go ahead and input our access token right here. So that is what I'm going to do. I already have this opened. I'm going to copy my access token. And I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this again. I'm going to restart. Okay. All right. So now we have Homebridge running. We have the plugin running. We're going to go back to Home Assistant. And under settings, let's go to devices. And so here we have it. This is the Homebridge that we just set up, and it's been discovered automatically. And if I go a little bit up, let's see here. Homebridge. Let's see if I could get a name or a payload. Homebridge. Okay. 7B C6. 7B C6. I believe this is the child bridge. So we want to go ahead and add this. The pairing code, it's wanting a pairing code. The pairing code is right here in the console. It's also available right here. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to set the Homebridge to Office. And I'm going to reload it. It says only one device, so I'm kind of curious to what that device is. Because the entryway lock is available, but it doesn't seem to have transferred over. So there's another one available. And so I'm kind of wondering if this might be the one. So let's go ahead and add this as well. I'm going to use the same code. I'm not certain if it's going to be, okay, so it's the same code as well. And so it was the nest that was the child bridge. But essentially we have our entryway lock, which I want to go ahead and put in the entryway. Home occupied. Sure, let's put that in the office. Upstairs, let's put that upstairs hallway, and then let's put this in the office as well. Let's go ahead and finish this. Now I have Nest with 4 devices. This is the previous homebridge I had running on Windows, which was giving me issues with the authentication. So I'm going to go ahead and disable this. Perfect, so we've disabled that. And now these are unavailable. Okay, so that's an issue because the garage door, that's a different add-on, but entryway door, I believe we can save this a little bit. Let's see what we can get. Let's delete this actually. Let's go by entity and do lock entry lock 2. So it came up as lock 2 since there's already one that was present before. So I'm gonna hit continue, add to dashboard, and then I'm gonna do the same for here. I'm gonna edit this and switch it to lock 2. Perfect, we have that. I'm gonna hit done. I'm gonna unlock. Let me just make sure. Yep, it's unlocked. Okay. Yep, it's working. It's a little silent on the lock versus the unlock, or maybe that's just me with all the golden scars going off by my ears, you know, and age getting to me as well. But unlocking kind of got stuck there, but it's locked now. And yeah, that's the gist of it. So just to reiterate, we want Home Assistant, then we want the HomeBridge add-on. Once we have the HomeBridge add-on, we'll get the, doesn't show it in here, but we'll get the, it doesn't show in any of these. Oh goodness. Let me pull on the correct. Yeah, okay, it doesn't show it in here, but we want Chris's plugin. So we want Chris's plugin, which is homebridge-nest. And then we want to input our Nest credentials or the session ID. Once we do that, HomeBridge is going to restart. We go back to Home Assistant. It's going to automatically detect a new HomeKit device. We want to click on the Nest bridge, and we should be able to see our lock in that bridge. And that's the gist of it. I hope I helped somewhat. I actually hope I helped a lot, but please let me know. I am just starting off with tutorials. I do realize there's a lot of room for improvement in narration, in planning. This was really off the top of my head. You know, I just wanted to put this out there. But yeah, please let me know, and like and subscribe if this was at all helpful. Thank you.